What's happening, guys? Second video on the channel, and today I have been to Marks and Spencer's and we're trying their outrageously chocolate range with some bonuses on the side that sort of caught my attention. So, right, first thing, I guess I gotta go with the outrageously custard creams. First thing I'm gonna say is how chunky this thing is. Like, this is a small brick. You could like smash a window with this thing. Going in for the taste test. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
What the fuck did you just say?
That slaps. They weren't kidding on. The custardy sort of vanilla centre with the actual custard cream being the filling, encased in the chocolate. And Marks and Spencer's outrageously chocolate is really thick and chunky as is, and really rich. Also, that combined with the sort of creamy custard cream centre is just next level. 10 out of 10 for taste, texture, size, everything. That is amazing. Next thing we're going to attempt, or try I should say, is these outrageously chocolate bourbons. So these are the same idea, only with a bourbon centre. So again, we're just going in. That's really good as well. I would say that's an 8 out of 10. 100% that's an 8 out of 10. It's not as good, not quite as good as the custard cream, but by God, it's good. So for both of these products, the outrageously chocolate custard creams and outrageously chocolate bourbons, I would highly recommend these. So the next thing that I want to kind of sort of delve into is the truffles. Now, had to go for the Belgian truffles. We've got the milk, dark and white. Now, these things set me back £8 in comparison to the custard creams and the bourbons. They were £3 each, which, you know, are on the expensive side. It's Marks and Spencer's. You expect it to be a little bit expensive, but £3 compared to £8. And you'll see, I think this is the dark chocolate one. They are tiny. So at £8, you know, these better be pretty damn good to justify the price point. A true truffle. So dark chocolate one. Dark chocolate wasn't as rich as I thought it would be. It has it's a milk chocolate truffle centre. The dark chocolate is a sort of flake around it, but I wasn't getting that sort of deep kick you normally get from dark chocolate. Let's go for the milk chocolate one. See if that's any different. Milk chocolate one's definitely noticeably a bit lighter. I would say edges the dark chocolate out, although not massive difference compared to two. If I was to close my eyes and someone's to give me the dark chocolate one and the milk chocolate one, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference. But in terms of the actual truffle centre taste, very rich, very creamy. I would say 8 out of 10. Considering the price as well, I'd maybe even knock this down to a 7, because I don't think these are worth £8, but they're definitely tasty. Just as anticipated, you can barely taste the white chocolate. You get overwhelmed by the milk chocolate truffle centre, which isn't a bad thing because the milk chocolate is lovely. However, for £8, the Belgian chocolate truffles, maybe try once. Definitely not a repeat purchase. These caught my eye. So these aren't part of the outrageously chocolate range. However, they are the raspberry cream sandwich fingers. Got a nice jam pool there. I'm going for it. I need more information. Those were actually superb. Very, very light. Definitely a nice contrast just after those Belgian chocolate truffles. For the price, I can't remember what I paid for them. I think they were about maybe £1.50. And you get quite a lot of biscuits within the pack. I would definitely say worth. In terms of scoring, I think I forgot to score these truffles. No, 7 out of 10 for the truffles, 100%. Sticking with that. I would say they're an 8 out of 10. So switching gears a little bit, the Dutch cake. Now, I'm not too sure what Dutch shortcake, dipped in real milk chocolate. So I'm guessing it's kind of like shortbread dipped in a little bit of chocolate, which, you know, I love shortbread, and dipped in chocolate, I mean, you can't really go wrong. I guess I'll try the chocolate side first and then we'll see. Tastes just like shortbread dipped in chocolate. Taste wise, it's not really got much taste off it. It's a very, very thin layer of chocolate. I think it could be thicker to give it more of that M&S outrageously chocolate feel. But yeah, like this is like a 6 out of 10. It's definitely not worth the calories. Not worth a repurchase, 100%. Next up, moving on, we've got the milk chocolate coated digestives. Now these caught my eye because I love a milk chocolate digestive. I love a digestive. I'm a digestive guy. I'm the type of guy that if we have a packet of McVitie's in the house, then everyone better get the look in first before me, because if I get a hold of them, I'll finish the pack. Now, this thing is supposed to be absolutely coated, so my hope is that it feels pretty thick. It's going to be as thick as the custard creams and the bourbon, and we're going to get that sort of signature M&S outrageously chocolate mixed with digestive. So, I mean, so far so good. I don't know how thick this is going to be. It doesn't look that thick, but we'll go down. Definitely getting the digestive taste and the outrageously chocolate taste. I think the chocolate could be a little bit thicker, but it's nice. So there's apparently 165 calories per biscuit here. Is it 165 calories nice? I think it's really tasty. I would say a solid 7 out of 10. But when we're thinking about price, £3 for that, plus 165 calories, if you got like some McVitie's half cover chocolate biscuits, it probably costs you half the price. Yeah, you get half the chocolate, but you get, if you're anything like me, you do enjoy the digestive biscuity base taste. So I would definitely say you're better off going for like some McVitie's. All right, moving on to the most things that I'm super excited about to try. I think we'll go with what's in front of me straight away, because it's waited long enough. So I've heard a lot about these. These are the M&S cookie cups, and this is the raspberry and white chocolate one. There's 3 different types. I believe they've got like a double chocolate and a hazelnut one. I've heard, according to a couple of sources, that the raspberry and white chocolate one is supposed to be the best. The thing that scares me the most is the calories in this thing. It's 455 calories, and this is just half of it. Look at the size of it. You could easily gub this thing in like a couple of bites. It's crumbling already. But look at the filling there. Oh. That is I want to eat this entire thing right now. That's incredible. I can see why the white chocolate and raspberry was recommended to me. But now I can only think about, I wonder what the hazelnut one or the double chocolate tastes like, as that was incredible. It was very, very, it was almost like a cheesecake, like centre. Very rich, very creamy, but not overbearing. Wow, to be honest, it just slapped. Like, I just want to sit here and like demolish this full thing. That was a 10 out of 10. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for that. Wow. Let's swiftly move on before I decide to eat this. Just stick it to one side here, so it's like out of my way. So the next thing I've heard a lot about is this Big Daddy pistachio bar. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and eat this entire thing because the calories on this thing are absolutely ridiculous. It's about 1,500 calories, give or take. for this entire bar. And I've managed to slice a piece off just so I'm not tempted to eat the entire thing or the entire slab of it. So this is almost like this is what the centre looks like before I eat this. So I believe the Big Daddy pistachio bar is about £8. Might even be a bit more expensive, £8.50. That caramel pull. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's tasty. It's definitely not bland. I believe the signature M&S outrageously chocolate flavour is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. It's carrying it. The chocolate on top with the caramel underneath is very, very tasty. The pistachio cream, not so much, and the pistachio pieces don't really do much for it. So I feel like they end up just sort of being like this sort of filler texture in your mouth when you're eating it. For the price, honestly, 6 out of 10. Not a massive fan of that. Wouldn't lift that again. Now that I've tried it, I don't see the hype, if I'm honest. So, Big Daddy pistachio bar, Big Daddy letdown. Speaking of Big Daddies, moving on to the OG Big Daddy. It's probably about 200 calories in this slice, if not more. But you'll be able to see the fill in there. Looks like a Snickers. Sounds like a Snickers. Let's see if it tastes like one. Yep. Immediately, it's just a giant thick Snickers. I like Snickers, but I don't like it enough to eat like 1,500 calories worth in a giant bar for £8. Like, you literally would be better off just buying a Snickers and just having that. So again, both Big Daddy bars, not too impressed. Honestly, quite honest, I'm not really impressed with them at all. So the final chocolate thing on our menu today, and I couldn't walk past this thing when I seen it, I can't believe this thing actually exists, is the Whip Off the Old Block. Now, this thing is around 1,300 calories for the entire thing. We'll set you back around £8 as well. And just look at this thing. It is beautiful. Holy mother of goodness. Here it goes. Oh, God. That was really thick all the way through. I did not expect it to be that thick. Take the shell off. Oh, got a cream pull. It's like cream and caramel inside it. Okay. That slaps. Like, that's really good. Like, let me just try the filling. That's a winner. So, M&S signature chocolate, absolutely slaps. The salted caramel, great addition. Because I think if it was just normal caramel, you wouldn't really taste it. But you get that very signature salted caramel taste, along with the soft mallow. But one thing I will say is, this thing is solid. Like, you can see that this is like a really thick base. We'll give me this part here. Really thick base. So you expect that to be chunky. You don't expect this part to almost break your teeth as you bite into it. So definitely hard to eat. Set you £8. Set you back £8. Based on the price, based on the calories, and based on the taste. Oh my. I gotta give it a 9 out of 10. I have to. It's better than both Big Daddy bars. It's better than them, 100%. And the salted caramel and the cream mallow, it's a winner. Absolute winner in my book. Today's winners have to be, first and foremost, Whip Off the Old Block. That's like a 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Especially with the presentation as well, just being so unique. The cookie cup, I can't wait to try the other flavours. That is definitely 10 out of 10. And of course, the OG outrageously chocolate custard creams. These are a must buy, as well as the outrageously chocolate bourbons. These are a must buy as well. Bonus round, just before I finish up here. You can't go to Marks and Spencer's and not get some form of Percy Pigs. So I have picked up piglets. I don't know if these are new. I hadn't seen these before. You've got like the gelatin one. I'm gonna eat this here. And I've got the gummy one. Oh yeah. The one that's made with the fruit. That is a slapper, isn't it? Yeah. Definitely get yourself some Percy Pig piglets, guys. I'm gonna finish up and clean up here. Thanks very much for tuning into the second episode. And as always, keep on munching.